All right, welcome back, everybody. Ready for another deep dive?
Let's do it.
Awesome. This week, we're strapping in for a wild ride through the world of crypto.
Sounds good to me.
Buckle up, because things have been, well, pretty explosive lately.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's January 22nd, 2025, and we've got Bitcoin hitting all-time highs, crazy political news, and honestly, who even knows what else by the time this goes live?
Haha, right. The crypto world moves fast.
Bet it does. So we're going to break down the biggest stories, try to make sense of it all, and hopefully you'll come away feeling a little more clued in than when you started.
That's the goal, and maybe have some fun along the way.
Absolutely. All right, so first up, the big news everyone's talking about. Bitcoin just shattered its previous record.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing.
It reached a whopping $109,036. I mean, that's just, wow.
It's a huge milestone, and what's really interesting is the timing, right?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. This surge happened right as Donald Trump was inaugurated for his second term.
Yep. January 20th, Bitcoin goes through the roof.
Do you think there's a connection? I mean, could it just be a coincidence?
It's definitely thought-provoking, isn't it? Correlation doesn't always equal causation, of course.
Right.
But it's worth considering that some investors see Bitcoin as a hedge, against traditional systems.
A safe haven, kind of.
Exactly. When things feel uncertain politically or economically, some people turn to Bitcoin as a way to protect their assets.
Makes sense.
So with all the changes happening around the inauguration, well, it's possible that some folks saw Bitcoin as a safer bet, driving up the demand, and boom, the price skyrockets.
Okay, so are you saying that our listeners should be rushing out to buy Bitcoin right now, or is this like a bubble that's about to burst?
Whoa, hold on. I'm not giving financial advice here.
Of course. Always consult with a professional and all that.
Exactly. But honestly, it's impossible to say for sure what will happen with Bitcoin.
Sure.
It's a volatile market, and predicting the future is, well, tricky. What I always say is, if you're thinking about investing in crypto, especially right now, do your research, understand the risks,
Right.
and never, ever invest more than you can afford to lose.
Solid advice. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about regulation. The SEC just dropped a bombshell announcing a new cryptocurrency task force.
Big news, for sure.
And get this, they've put Hester Pierce, crypto mom, in charge.
She's a legend.
She is. So for our listeners who might not be familiar with her, she's known for being pretty pro-crypto, right?
Yeah, she's generally advocated for a more hands-off approach, letting the industry innovate without being stifled by regulations.
But now she's heading up a task force that seems a little, I don't know, contradictory.
Well, it could actually be a really smart move by the SEC.
How so?
Think about it. Pierce's involvement could signal that they're serious about creating clear guidelines for the crypto world.
Ah, I see.
Not just crapping down, but actually fostering a more stable and regulated environment.
Which it could be good for everyone involved, right?
Exactly. More certainty could attract those big institutional investors who've been hesitant to dive into crypto because of all the unknowns.
That's a really good point. So more regulation could actually lead to more investment.
Potentially, yes. It's all about finding that balance.
Okay, now for a story that I still can't quite believe. Remember the Mt. Gox collapse back in 2014?
Oh, yeah. How could anyone forget that?
Well, guess what? The former CEO, Mark Karpelès, is back.
Seriously?
Yeah, he's got a new venture called ElipX, and he's all about security and transparency this time around.
Well, that's what he's saying anyway.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting some major deja vu vibes here.
Yeah, it's definitely raising some eyebrows.
Karpelès is a pretty controversial figure, to say the least. I mean, the Mt. Gox collapse was a massive blow to the crypto world.
So many people lost a lot of money.
And there's still a lot of anger and distrust surrounding that whole situation.
Understandably so.
So, do you think he can actually change his stripes? Or is this like another disaster waiting to happen?
Honestly, it's hard to say. Actions speak louder than words, right?
For sure.
Focusing on security and transparency is a good start, but whether ElipX can actually deliver on those promises, well, that remains to be seen.
It's a situation we'll definitely be keeping a close eye on.
Absolutely. And our listeners should too.
Okay, now for a story that's equal parts hilarious and terrifying. Donald and Melania Trump have launched their own meme coins.
Wait, what?
You heard that right.
Yeah.
Trump and Melania are officially part of the crypto landscape.
You can't make this stuff up.
I know, right? So just in case anyone needs a refresher, meme coins are essentially cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
They're often based on jokes or internet trends.
And they can be incredible volatile.
Understatement of the year.
Yeah.
So the Trumps jumping on this bandwagon raises some serious concerns.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like potential market manipulation. I mean, their involvement could easily influence the price, right?
Absolutely. And then there's the whole blurring of lines between politics and cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it's uncharted territory.
It's like, what's next? Campaign slogans as NFTs.
Oh, man. Don't even give them ideas. Okay,
Yeah.
last but not least, we've got a story that feels ripped straight from a spy movie.
Ooh, I love those. Lay it on me.
So there's this crypto financial services firm called CLS Global,
Okay.
and they just pleaded guilty to market manipulation.
Not surprising, unfortunately.
But the way they got caught is wild. The FBI created a fake digital token to lure them in.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, it was a full-on sting operation.
That's incredible. It really shows the lengths they have to go to in order to combat fraud in this space.
Right. It makes you wonder how much is going on that they haven't caught yet.
That's a scary thought.
It is. But hey, at least they got these guys.
Definitely. It sends a message that they're taking this seriously.
And hopefully it'll make others think twice before trying anything shady.
Hopefully.
All right, so wrapping up this whirlwind of crypto news, what does it all mean for our listener?
Well, it's a wild ride out there.
That's for sure.
Bitcoin soaring, but could it be a bubble? Regulation is coming, which could be good or bad, depending on how it's done.
And then we've got controversial figures making comebacks, meme coins mixing with politics. It's enough to make your head spin.
But you know what? It's also incredibly exciting. We're seeing this industry mature right before our eyes.
That's a good way to look at it.
It's a time of opportunity, but it requires careful navigation. Stay informed, do your research, and never forget that the crypto world is constantly evolving.
Great advice.
What seems like a sure thing today could be totally different tomorrow.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So to all our listeners out there, keep learning, stay curious, and buckle up, because the deep dive into the world of crypto is far from over.
We'll get you next time.
See ya.